Division 5, we got 6 players: Bo, Zap, Morty, Tamer, Slicer, Gage. So here's how it's going to work. All these guys are going to play each other in one point, best of one. They're just going to play each other one time. The top two players from here, after we play all these games, are going to go on to a best of 3, maybe a best of 5 championship. We'll see how much time we have. They will be crowned the D5 champion. They get $10, and they go on to Division 4. Now, so both players go on 2 war factories with no oils. I like that. I like that. Avid Tanker, why don't you come play some Blitz, huh? When are we going to see you in here? Do you want to get some Blitz action in? Some mad Deso action, hopefully. Here's a Desolator now. We might be in for a treat. So Desolator's now from Gage on the right side. All right, pushing in now here. Sentry guns from Bo, trying to hold the position. Does force him back. Battle Lab now from Gage. Callahan in the house. Desolating those poor alligators right in the middle of the map. Poor alligators. Oh, so, yeah, Bo does get on that top side, take out the nuclear reactor, but that radiation does quite a bit of damage, so he's going to lose most of his army. Now the Dreadnought's out. I think they did scout. I think they sent dogs early. Kirov coming now, but Bo is scrambling the flak nicely here. Yeah, oh wow, that Kirov is completely thwarted. Desolator's now on the top side, gonna try, oh, he needs to be so careful with these flak tracks. Oh god, what's he doing? Oh no. Oh, wait. That was really weird. He actually almost was able to... Wow, okay, alright. Jesus, that was so weird. Iron Curtain though now for Gage, and also the Naval, so he might try to get a Dreadnought out here. The Dreadnoughts on this map can do a lot of work. They don't have to go very close. Dreadnought out now. Yeah, Bo needs to be careful. He really needs to keep his flak tracks back. The flak tracks are obviously going to be the target here. Kirov's... Yeah, so those flak tracks can counter this Dreadnought for the time being. Desolator's out now for Bo. Oh, is he going to deploy the Desolator? Okay, not a lot of Desolators being deployed today, but living and learning. Okay, so the Dreadnought's not able to punch through here. The raid, we're getting raided. Thanks to the raid. Fortune Chaos, fam. Appreciate it, buddy, appreciate it. You guys are tuning in just in time for some bangers. We got the Division 5 Blitz tournament for the month of June. This is the new map for it. Yeah, we got 7 divisions of players, and kicking things off here, obviously top to bottom. Wait, bottom to top in the Division 5. These guys definitely demonstrating an ability to play some Blitz though, and certainly an ability to play the map as well. So now Bo is gonna push in here. There's some Desolators down now. He's going to dive on the MCV. As soon as he hits the MCV, he has to target back over to the Rhinos. So that's a good hit or pull out. Okay, that was a good hit for Bo. He just needs to be careful. Needs to try to take a couple more tanks with him here. He has to try to slow down this counter punch. Desolator in the mix now. Desolators. Ooh, and and there's the counter punch, and he does lose his own MCV in the process. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate for Bo. If Bo would have been able to get that MCV and then hold his position, which actually would have been possible. He had some Desolators. Could have done that. Wasn't able to. But so now what do we got? So Gage has the advantage of the Iron Curtain, obviously. That Iron Curtain's going to be devastating. A lot of Desolators kind of slowing things down here in the middle of the map. The Desolators just shooting each other constantly. Ooh, Iron Curtain now. Oh, Bo needs to run away from that Iron Curtain. He splits. A little bit of missed tank control there. There's a couple split off towards the bottom. Doesn't get too much value out of that Iron Curtain. Use that Iron Curtain a little bit early. So now let's see if... yeah, these Desolators are really slowing things down. Didn't someone just say, I hope we see a bunch of Desolator action? Well, we are seeing a bunch of Desolator action, so you got what you wanted. So yeah, I like this from Bo. He's pushing out these Desolators on the front. Gage does not have an MCV, so he can't build sentry guns. He could be building drones to counter these Desolators. Yep, so now there's a drone out. Drone out. Yep, so now Bo's going to work around that backside. So that is Gage's last War Factory does go down. Ooh, yeah, Bo is droned and doesn't know it, it looks like. Is Bo still droned? I think he's still droned. Okay, now on some radiation. Oof. Everyone's taking hits here today, folks. 2 more minutes left in this game. Bo really needs to drop the hammer here. He needs to get some drones out, try to counter these Desolators. Very, very annoying. But and then another Iron Curtain. Yeah, so Bo's got to try to counter punch. That's a beautiful Iron Curtain. See if he targets the tanks. Yeah, so Bo's lucky. He has 3 War Factories, and his base is pretty spread out. So now Bo's looking for the counter punch here on the bottom side. He's got his Desolators back to defend. He's got to get in and try to hit something. What's he gonna go for? Gonna hit this? He's got to hit the Iron Curtain. He's on a lot of radiation, but that's okay. Now he's gonna hit the barracks. So now Gage can no longer produce. Now he's got to get off the radiation. He's got to get some drones in here to slow things down. Can't be targeting these Desolators with the tanks, and Bo loses all of his tanks in the process. This one's gonna come down to time, and it could go anyway. No way of knowing. Gage quits out. Okay, well, there you go. D5. Remember, guys, there is a timer. There's only a minute left in the game. Might as well let the point gods decide. But Gage bows out like a gentleman. Yeah, we got quite a few viewers in here today, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. Appreciate the support out here. Remember, guys, we are rolling this tournament and this map all throughout the month. $300 in prizes going out. And you know what? We're doing it again next month. If you're feeling generous, hanging out with me, you know, give him a little follow, a little comment, a little hang. Thank you for that, Zed, just as I'm delivering my monologue. Anyone wants to support? We are doing another tournament next month. Sponsors, $5, you get to give a player a magical unicorn. $20, we make your own unit for a free-for-all map. $50+ we make your own free-for-all map.
Hello,
raising money.
Friends.
Thanks, Hassan. We are raising money for next month's tournament. Should be some bangers. We're going to keep the action rolling, guys. We got another Blitz map next month. We're going to do 7 divisions again. Hopefully more players, hopefully more money and prizes. That's what it's all about. RA to the moon. Taking over the world. That's what we're here for. So we do got, so Zap. Is this Zap's first game? Have we seen Zap yet? Not exactly sure. Well, anyway, so we got Zap and Yellow here. Tamer's definitely in beast mode. Tamer's on 2 wins right now. So Tamer on 2 wins. Tamer's the guy to beat, and it looks like he could be coming on a 3rd win here. But Zap's pumping. Zap's pumping the fodder, pumping the rhinos. I don't think that power plant was the right build for Zap. Hassan, of course. Man, I think I'm gonna make you play the same map twice in a row, buddy. Not in Blitz, man. New map every month. Next month's going to be fun. We're going to get a genetic mutator, and we're going to get a little weird next month, so stay tuned for that. Stay tuned. Speaking of hyping myself up and hyping up Red Alert 2 content, Kian vs. Marco is right now on YouTube. It just got posted today. There's the link. Go check it out. Drop a comment on there, drop a like, help me get that one going. I think that video, that is the best Blitz match we have ever seen. Marco versus Kian, the 2 best players in the world. It was last month for $100, an absolute barn burner. Like I said, I mean, it's the best match I've ever seen in my life. So that's just got put up on the YouTube. If you guys want to head over there, if you do watch it, drop that like, comment, try to get the algorithm excited about it. We'll try to put that video in front of the entire world, and we can take over the world. That's what it's all about. All right, engagement here. Both players with some fodder. Tamer using conscripts instead of dogs. Ooh, but you see Zap does come out on top here. Yeah, Zap's fodder does pull ahead. The dog's able to slow down those conscripts. So now Zap's going to try to take a bite here. Bit of missed tank control here, throwing a couple tanks out in front. If a sentry gun comes up, Zap does not have an edge here, and Zap is broke. So Zap correctly is going to pull back here. Yeah, Hoodwinker understood the assignment. Thanks for the sub, buddy, on YouTube. Appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, I just can't. Marco Kian, it's absolutely mind-blowing. Yeah, Division 5, man. Yeah, we're in for a treat. If this is Division 5, man, this month's going to be rolling. These are supposed to be the lowest Division Blitz players this month. Like we've talked about before, though, the lower divisions usually fill up just with newer players to Blitz. A lot of them, it's hard to judge like how your traditional skill is going to carry over. So in these lower divisions, that's why it's a $10 prize. That's very hard to kind of regulate people's skill level. But we've actually had some pretty even games today. I mean, I think everyone is playing a little higher than what I think of as D5, but ultimately, you know, pretty good games, realistically. Apple Drop with the $10 donation. My guy. $10 going towards next month's prize pool to keep the action rolling. Sandbaggers and noobs. Yeah, there's no in between. No one's in the right division. Everyone's either a noob or a sandbagger. A tale of two economies. Okay, a little lull in the action here. On the 4-minute mark. Had that nice little engagement early on, but neither player really able to make their opponent pay for it. I don't think these guys are using the levels of the map as much as they could be. Yeah, so then as I say that, that's a perfect move from Zap. Go up on that higher ground. Beautiful. Use the map, guys. Play the map. You don't play your opponent. You don't play Blitz. You play the map. That's what it's all about. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe you do play your opponent. You play your opponent in the map. Ooh. Never shoot Desolators with tanks. Okay, so now Tamer is switching over to tech. As Zap switched over to tech as well. Ooh, Zap with a lot of smoking tanks. Very unfortunate situation. A lot of smoking tanks now. Zap trying to slow things down as Zap is broke. Tamer on 16k. So Tamer switching over to Battle Lab tech here on 16k. Very comfortable position for him. He has a pretty impregnable base. Pretty well defended. So Zap's going to go in here, take that nuclear reactor, going to bruise his tanks even more. Oh, using the dreadnoughts to target some of the tanks. Zap's in trouble here. I think his army. He has a lot of tanks. Oh, again, going to try to use the higher ground. That's a good move. Ooh, but the MCV does go down. Yep, the Dreadnought's doing work. So Zap is able to counter from the land. Now Zap going to go right up the gut here. And so Tamer is going to accept the base trade. That's just questionable for Tamer. I think he's probably fine. Now Tamer questioning the base trade. Now Tamer's tanks AFK. Now both players committing to the base trade. We are going to play a game of click the buildings here. Let's see if both these players know you do not have to click oil derricks. The oils do not count as buildings. A couple drones do get into Zap's army here. Wow. Clicking the buildings. Oh my god, Zap could take this. Zap needs to split his tanks up. Do battle bunkers count as buildings? Sentry guns certainly do. So there is that sentry gun down there. Oh, this is going to be close. Oh, the battle lab's his last building. Wow. Wow, that was really, really, really close. Very quite like Tamer did not need to accept that base trade. Tamer could have gone back and probably defended, but that was really, really close. Well, Larry, to be fair, you did put up a point against him. You and Gage's game was actually pretty even. So when I think of D6, I literally think of people that like don't know how to scout. So Larry, to be fair, you were looking pretty good for D6 too. Putting up points in D6 against Gage, who's probably D3. Now, if you're putting up points against a D3 player, what's that make Larry? I'm saying D2. All right, so now we got Bo. So Bo's looking tough today. Larry straight to pro. Makes sense to me. Makes sense to me. So Bo's looking tough. We got Bo in yellow. We got Zap camping that barracks on the right side. Love that. I'm not saying you're complaining, Larry. I'm saying we're sending you straight to pro. No, but actually, Larry, you did. I like Larry that you played. Well, in these lower divisions, though, like I said, what we're seeing is, and it's because people watch videos. It's like they're not playing blind. You know, like 15 years ago when I tried to learn the game and I didn't know what was going on, you couldn't go watch top level players play. But you know, you watch these lower level players, and it's very clear. They're like, it's like, how did you know how to do that? It's like, I watched the guys play the game. Like, and Larry, I like that though, like watching you, you know, using your fodder and stuff, like, you know, the tactics. So you're not just trying to win like easy games by doing the simplest version possible. You're trying to play the right version of the game. And that's really how you should play at the lower level. Like, instead of being like, oh, I can't use my fodder well, I just won't have fodder. You should have fodder, because then you're learning the correct way to play the game. And then as you get better, you're going to actually like learn the actual tactics. It's kind of like shooting free throws in basketball. You know, if you shoot granny style, like underhand, early on you'll make more, but later on you'll look stupid and it'll be hard to adjust back. So it's better to learn how to actually shoot the ball from the beginning. And even if you're worse early on, it allows you to progress better and eventually get you to a more competitive level. Okay, yeah. Oh, we see a nice little split here from Zap. Gonna send 2 tanks up to that top side. We'll see if Bo's able to handle this. And you see Bo. Ooh, and that split from Zap takes both oils, and Bo gets a little flustered and is just gonna send it downfield. I love that. He gets both the oils. Bo's like, fuck it, let's go, boys. Ooh, we gotta maybe have to do something about these rocks. I think we're having some pathing issues here. So we do devolve into another base trade here. We can't have a division for people who haven't downloaded the map, because how would we believe them, you know? I mean, that's like saying, like, hey, if you promise you're not going to practice, you can be in this division, you know? And then, like, everyone's going to be like, look at him, he clearly practiced. Wow, and Bo is able to win this base trade. What a wacky base trade. Bo takes home another one. Bo's picked up some scrappy wins. That was a really nice play from Zap, though. Morty, why don't you hop in here? So I liked that from Zap. Zap brought that split and hit both oils, and then Bo was like, wait, my oils. And then he's like, attack! He just recklessly stormed downfield and picked up a win. Yeah, I like it. Apple Drop. So many biddies from Apple Drop today. Fish is going semi-pro this month and pro next month. You guys stay tuned. Fish is the new kid on the block. Fish is the new Artie. The new crowd favorite. All right, here we go. Morty in red, Bo in yellow on the left. Bo's kicking some ass today. Not undefeated, I don't think. He lost to someone, I forget. Apple's dropping. Morty does seem to be a crowd favorite. Let's see if Morty can draw on this crowd energy. Come on, let's give Morty a little fist pump, huh? Yay, Morty! Java, why are you in D3? I don't know, man. It's a good question. Are you not a D3 player? You seem like a D3 player to me. Java, didn't we have this conversation last month too? I think you asked me the same thing last month. Okay, Connie's out now from Morty. Bo putting the pressure on, couple drones, couple dogs, couple tanks. I like that, I like that. All right, you guys want to hear this new idea I have? Okay. Okay, so channel points right now, right? The problem with channel points, well, anyway, here's the point. I'm going to make my own prediction. I'm going to make an extension. Well, I'm going to have someone help me make an extension. I'm going to make my own Twitch extension. Basically, it's predictions, okay? So think of it exactly like predictions. So we can bet on games, but it tracks your points throughout the month. So instead of like channel points where you get points for doing all sorts of random shit and they never reset, we're going to have prediction points. Oh, hold on. Base trade, base trade, base trade. Bo loves the base trade. Bo is ride or die base trade. But what's Bo doing? Why is Bo AFK on the right side? So yeah, Bo, ooh, this is gonna be close. Yeah, Bo doesn't have the tanks, I don't think. Morty. Yeah, Bo's gonna lose this one. He was a little too slow on the building clicks, unless he has a secret sentry gun, which he does not. Morty takes it home. Yeah, we've seen so many base trades today. It's funny when both the players pause and they're just like, send it, go attack. Okay. So Morty does take that one home. Slicer, hop in here, buddy. Morty with the win. Morty OP. Morty OP. So Morty takes down Bo, and Bo's been wrecking people. So hats off to Morty. Oh, and so we got a three-way tie. So Tamer, you are in the championship. Tamer's in the championship for sure. Tamer's in the championship for sure. We got a three-way tie, so we're gonna let these guys bust out some games and figure out who's gonna be playing Tamer in the championship. Simple as that. Simple as that. All right. Morty in yellow, Bo in red. Let's try to get some GGs. Let's try to get some GGs here. GGs all around, huh? GGs all around. Morty, we got some people cheering for Morty. We got some people. We got some. I've been seeing some. Bo's played some pretty good games. I like Bo has this like he's like a ready, fire, aim kind of guy. You know, like I love like in Bo. We've seen multiple times where someone's attacking Bo and Bo's just like, and there's a pause and then he's like, send it, base trade. Like Bo just smashes the base trade button, and it's pretty entertaining. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Berg's ready for the action. Marco's ready for the action. All right, let's see. Bo's busting out the fodder. He's busting out the tanks. Let's get the action rolling here. Both double war factories. These guys are at each other's throats, man. Division 5, but don't let them fool you. These guys are here for blood. Yeah, we had a couple really wacky base trades. I think on this map you can just be in each other's base so fast that the base trades are pretty tricky. But knowing when to base trade, I've heard some top level players say that as well. That like knowing when to base trade is one of the more difficult things to calculate in the game. Obviously, you have to calculate it very quickly, and it's difficult to know. It's really difficult to know when it's advantageous for you to base trade for sure. All right, engagement down here, down on the bottom. Both players with tanks and fodder. Morty playing off that higher ground nicely. I like that, I like that. Yeah, Marco, easy for you to say, Marco. Once you got those 10,000 hours in, it's an easy calculation. Quick reminder, guys, Marco vs. Kian. I just posted the game from the championship last month. It's on the YouTube. It's the best game I've ever seen in my life. It's an absolute barn burner by definition. Arguably more of a work of art than a esporting event, but absolutely incredible. If you haven't checked it out, hop over there, like, comment, subscribe would help me immensely. I'm trying to get that video in front of the entire world because I think it's the most entertaining thing that's happened in the last 9 years. That's what I think. Maybe not the last 9 years. That's a little dramatic. It's the most entertaining thing that's happened in Blitz, in the history of Blitz, which is only about 8 months old, but. Berg hops in here. Everything's real simple for Berg, even though Berg's leaving town for a week and leaving my tournament in disarray. Just kidding, Berg. Just kidding, buddy. All right. Does get that oil. Pretty even here. 4 war factories, some radars. Fish. 2v2, the winning team plays in the championship. I like that. Legend. I understood. I understood that you meant high. Playing off that higher ground nicely here. Bo's tank's a bit out of position, but Bo, I think, with the tank advantage here, right? Bo's got a couple reinforcements not in the battle. He's still going to win it. Ooh, wins it pretty decisively here. Morty going to now try to go for a base trade. Not going to work. Not going to work, I don't think. Yeah, so in this position, this is a position where Bo should pull back and gobble up these tanks. There's no reason to... Bo doesn't really need to base trade here. He should focus on killing the enemy's tanks, I think. But... like I said, different strokes for different folks. More than one way to skin a cat. Legend, the man himself. Legend's the base trade pro, man. Legend knows how to base trade by Legend. It's a book. It's an ebook on Amazon. Okay. So nice. Bo systematically pushing in. He's got some Desos camping that war factory. Morty could kind of defend this, but it doesn't really matter. He doesn't really have anything on the back end. So not going to matter. But Bo's not going to get this war factory. And Morty does pick up the elite. Morty's got to send it right down the gut. He needs some drones to counter these Desos. Here it comes. Can one elite... oh, don't go into those sentry guns. That's not the move. Yep, going to take the higher ground. Get it on the backside. I like that. Yeah, Morty trying to make it happen. I'd like to see Morty attack from the top instead of the bottom where the sentry guns are, but sentry guns can't affect elites. Ooh, the elite gets droned. Ooh, elite tanks can get droned? Berg, can we work on that? I think we should add that to the next patch. Elite rhinos can't get droned. Bo beats Morty. So if Gage wins this, Gage will go on to the championship. If Morty wins this, yeah, we would... if Morty wins this, we'll do a free-for-all, because we can't keep doing this. If Morty wins this, we will run a free-for-all. I mean, I guess. I don't know. What else? This is really weird. Like I said, with 6 players to have... to hit this many ties is pretty weird. All right, so Morty in red on the right, Gage in yellow on the left. So Gage did win. So if Gage wins this, he goes on to the championship. If Morty wins this, we have a 3-way tie within our tiebreaker, and we're going to a free-for-all. Apple Drop, did you give me 600 bits last time? Did I thank you for the 600 bits? Did I equally thank you thinking there were 100 bits? Because if there's 600 bits, I should be 6 times as excited. Thanks for the bits, Apple. Appreciate the support. All that money going back to the players going into the pool for next month's tournament. Next month, Marco Legend, you guys stay tuned. Next month, we're bringing out a genetic mutator. I know. The top level guys, they really like when I do stupid stuff like that. They love it. They're like, Ivor, hey, we've been playing Red Alert 2 for about 20 years. We were wondering if you could do something really weird and annoying that we have to relearn. And I say, done. Problem solved. I'll add a genetic mutator next month. All right. Engagement here on the top side. Morty gonna come out on top. Oh, that is hilarious. This is so weird. We just hit a three-way tie. Wow, that is so weird. How did this happen? Three-way tie, three-way tie. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Weather storm that promotes units. Ooh, like a weather storm that like mutates you into elites. I like that, fish. Gage now trying to attack with his conscripts. Not gonna work. Like I said, guys, Morty wins this. We have a tiebreaker in our tie. So, yeah, been unfortunate. Been unfortunate. I think FFA might be the only way. I think you guys are right. On floating fish, this is the wackiest map we have. You guys now have to FFA on a map that makes no sense. What do we do the FFA on? Which map, though? That's the problem. I mean, Oasis would be the most straightforward, but... Oh my god, he got an elite! Oh my god, he got an elite! Oh, he lost it! Morty, lose this game so we don't have to do a free-for-all. I guess, yeah, I guess we'll just do a free-for-all on Oasis. That makes the most sense. We could do a Big Betty free-for-all. Zombies, make them battle it out in zombies. Gage really blundered this, man. What's that alligator doing? Morty versus Gage. Yeah, it's funny. Wow, a tiebreaker in the tiebreaker. Hey, what can I say? We had some good games today. Go, guys. Oasis, a three-way tie, semifinal to go into the championship. Bo, Gage, and Morty. Yeah, Morty's definitely the crowd favorite. All right, here we go, guys. The three-way tiebreaker, free for all. Morty's got a lot of fans, man. Storm Virtual Labs, can't say for sure on that one, man. Sorry. Mount Betty. But yeah, if you join the Yuri's Revenge Discord, if you go to ra2themoon.com, you can join the Yuri's Revenge Discord. There's a lot of guys in there who are more tech savvy and can help out. All right, guys. So here we go, the three-way tiebreaker. These guys have all been at each other's throats, so they all three tied in the round robin. Then we did a tiebreaker. They all played each other. They all tied again. So now here we are, free for all. We're running the Oasis map from last month, because it's a 4-player map, obviously, and that's what we got going on. A brutal AI in the last spot. That's actually a funny idea. We should have put a computer. All right, so yeah, blue. I mean, obviously getting spawned in the center is not ideal, but at the same time, you know, you never know. You never know. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, this is a funny ending to the day. We've had a lot of bangers today, man. The D5. Excited to see the action's going to keep rolling, guys. We do got D4 tomorrow, D3 the next day. We're rolling games all month long on the new map, which is not this map. This is not the map. This map's brighter than the new map, isn't it? I feel like Ravage doesn't like the brighter maps. I'm always like, hey, do the same brightness. And then he's like, okay, I did. And then I'm like, but did you, Ravage? Or did you not? That's okay. Ravage has got his own mind. Okay, so pretty slow start here. Yeah, and then the brutal, we put a brutal AI, it wins. Then we have Tamer and the brutal AI, best of 3 in the championship. We could have done an easy computer though, just so that the corner guy doesn't have as big of an issue. Brutal AI T3. Tamer, are you still here? Oh yeah, Tamer is still here. Okay, good. Tamer has like, also after all this, Tamer leaves. We don't even have a championship. Okay. Yeah, AI builds refineries. They cheat. Ooh, a celebrity player. No, I think Berg's right. We need a tiebreaker map, a free for all map. It should probably be the Alamo. We should probably go back to the Alamo for the tiebreaker, but then we'll do Hyper Blitz so everything's 3 times as fast. I think that's a pretty good move. All right, all right. Wait, why is no one attacking each other? What's going on right now? Zed's calling money on blue, huh? Wow, okay, and Morty goes down to the water. This is not the free-for-all we expected, was it? 3 for all. Yeah, Minka and Fish, I think you guys are on it. Everyone turtling. There's only 2 lighthouses. Yeah, if you want a lighthouse, you gotta steal it from one of your opponents. The lighthouses can be recaptured. Oh, the chat box is set up for the other map. That's why it's over his base. Anyway. Gage, Big Brain, Kirov. But the Dreadnoughts are out for Morty. Oh, they're not. Oh, sells that nuclear reactor. So the Kirov to counter the naval was nice. Look at, dude, Bo is like pro turtle. Bo's like, I'm gonna build 1,000 flak tracks and 1,000 drones, and you guys can just try to come at me. You know, we have a Kirov versus Dreadnought battle in the middle of the lake, which none of you have ever seen before, obviously, because it doesn't make any sense. Uh-oh, move the Dreadnought! Move the Dreadnought! That Dreadnought should never have died. Oh my god, it's not gonna die. That's hilarious. There are some money crates that pop up every 5 minutes or something. Or what, every 3 minutes? Did the crates not pop up? I think the crates should pop up. Chat box in the way, Reed. It's funny. Oh yeah, did they pop up at the 10 in-game minutes though? I don't think they popped up, did they? Maybe they did, I can't remember. Oh, they did get them, okay. All 3 players turtled in hard. They want to go. They want to go to the championship, man. They're hungry. You can't blame them. Can't blame them, can ya? Vita, did I thank Vita for the follow? Vita, thanks for the follow, buddy. I appreciate it. I like all the people stumbling in right now and like just walk. Like, imagine if you just like pull up this stream and you're like, oh, cool, the D5 tournament. All of a sudden you're like, wait, what is this? Why is this on an old map? Why are there 3 players? What is possibly going on? What possibly went on for the last 2 hours and 14 minutes that the guy streaming thought it was a good idea to put these 3 people in the same map on an old map and then try to act like it was exciting? It actually kind of is exciting. Oh my god, Bo has a force. I think Morty's the furthest behind right now. That naval move didn't get him much value. I think Bo, yeah, I think Bo is taking this. Oh, you guys can't see. Ah, sorry. Blue's on 3K. Engage out with the nuclear missile. Well, that's absolutely hilarious. Blue does have the best army. Yeah, so Blue needs to switch over to tech. Ooh, Iron Curtain drones coming in to try to slow down Bo. Let's see how quickly Bo can adjust here. Ooh, Bo is getting heavily droned. Oh my god, does Bo... Oh my god, Bo doesn't know to shoot his own tanks. Okay, he figured it out. Yeah, Blue's just too tight, that's the problem. But he has everything he needs. He just needs to get an Iron Curtain out now. Maybe some Kirovs. Oh yeah, Kirov's out for Blue. Yeah, Blue just takes it for being the first person to attack. I think that's reasonable. Kirov's pouring out now for blue. He's on 5 War Factories, so he can pump these quick. I'd like to see Bo throw some drones down at one of these groups of rhinos, try to slow down it. He's gonna split. Look at this split from Bo. He's got Kirov's going top and bottom. We got Dreadnoughts in the water now, and we got Gage. Gage has his rhinos are now countering the Dread. He should actually let the Dreadnoughts target blue. Oh, but Bo's Kirovs are doing work now on the bottom side. They do take that nuclear reactor. Does take the War Factory. Trying to bring out flak troopers to counter. He's got 1 AFK. This is weird. What are we looking at right now? Iron Curtain's the nuclear reactor. Oh my god, he Iron Curtain the nuclear. Oh my god, he Iron Curtain that nuclear reactor and that Kirov got nothing done. Wow. What a counter. Zed with the confetti. Slowest split ever. We need no timer. That's a good point. Yeah, the timer. All right, guys. So at the timer, the person with the most points is going to take it. We're already at the 8-minute mark. Yeah, we need no timer. What if all of a sudden our tiebreaker, this is the tiebreaker for the tiebreaker, just have a 30-minute rubber match, 3-way on a two-month-old map. Yeah, it is going to be a bit anticlimactic. Oh my god, this nuke. Oh, you guys, this nuke. This nuke is going to wreck Bo so hard. 2-minute warning out now. Bo's doing a good job attacking, but you guys, this nuclear missile, here it comes. Watch Bo's base. Blue's base is so small. It's one massive nuke target. He's trying to move his army. Oh! Oh, well, that is hilarious, guys. That's hilarious. Now Bo pulling out his signature move. He sends it downfield. Wile E. Coyote, cowboy style, rodeo status. And as he does that, Morty comes in on the backside. Morty running with his MCV. Oh, but Bo's entire army goes down. Bo's entire army was hit by that nuclear missile. This one is going to come down to time. It has to. Yellow significantly ahead right now. Well, actually, Red's army. Yellow has the most base. No one really has a base? What is Red doing? Red, click the buildings. Yeah, Blue, yeah, definitely hard. Hats off to Bo. I mean, Bo put on a good show there. Being in the middle of the map was not easy. Oh, Red saved his MCV through all that. I didn't realize that. And Bo is still coming. Bo is from the grave right now, staying alive and punishing Yellow. So Red is crushing people, but it is going to come down to time. He's not going to be able to click all these buildings. He's not going to be able to click all these buildings, so it is going to come down to points. A bit anticlimactic here. Looks like Morty should have taken that one home. But, oh, the buildings, he's just not clicking the buildings fast enough. Oh, Gage quits out. Oh no, the sentry guns! Kill the sentry guns! Kill the sentry guns, Morty! Morty, click the sentry guns! Oh my god, there's only 2 sentry guns. If he just clicked the sentry guns, he would win the game right now. Gage quit out. Oh, it comes down to time. It's up to the point gods. Gage wins! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's hilarious. Quit and win. Oh, yeah, Gage says too easy. Yeah, not the people. Okay, now that was the tiebreaker for the tiebreaker. Gage, you're in here. Tamer, get in here. We're doing the championship. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not just another round of the Blitz World Series. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. After a super wacky Division 5, we have the championship. We got Gage. That hyped intro. I'm all excited, and then I messed it up. All right, here we go, guys. We got Tamer in red on the right. We got Gage in yellow on the left. It is best of 3 in the championship here. Tamer did go 4-1 in the prelims. He was the only person to have 4 wins and 1 loss, so he got his way into the championship very simply. Gage, he got his way here a little bit differently. He won. There was a 3-way tie. They all played each other once again, another 3-way tie. Then they played a free-for-all. In the free-for-all, Gage got wrecked, and then it was the timer went, and then he won on time. And I don't know what we're talking about or what we're doing, but Gage is in the championship. That's Division 5 for you. A lot of entertainment today, a lot of good games. X-Wiz Cloud. Can you win D6 and D5? You can win them all, man. He can go on to D4. He can win D4. Then he can go on and win D3, win D2. All right, here we go, here we go. So both players bolstering up here. We'll see if Gage dials in his build. Most games he's lost. He's stretched himself too thin early on with his Rhinos. Most games he's won. He's won very decisively early on with Rhinos. So ride or die, he's pumping the early Rhinos, the early War Factories, but Tamer matching nicely here as both players are bottoming out their economies, so production is slowing down for both of them. Okay, now a bit of a split here. Gage is going to go down and try to harass that oil derrick on the bottom side, but with Gage's tanks out of position, Tamer's going to push in here, going to grab that War Factory, needs to switch over to the tanks, needs to be the tanks and the sentry gun here. Ooh, this is tricky. Oh, but Gage pushes through. Tamer has a couple tanks. Tamer needs to get all of his tanks in the battle, and Gage needs to seriously consider if he can afford to be split on the bottom side right now. Those tanks on the bottom side, they're not going to get much value. Those sentry guns are there, and it does allow Tamer to pull ahead on the battle. Well played by Tamer here. So now we have Gage trying to kill some crocodiles in the middle of the map. So he's going to target that oil, try to chain react, hit those tanks. That's a pretty good move. Needs to be careful here, though. He's taking a lot of hits from these tanks, but he's got a nice tank advantage. Tamer should be able to pull ahead here, and GG easy. GG easy. Gage calls GG. Could have held that off, but probably wouldn't have been able to come back. Tamer takes that one home. So Tamer's on the board 1-0. It is best of 3. So move on to the next game here in the championship. If Tamer takes it, he sends Gage home. If Gage takes it, we go on to a point number 3, and I lose my mind with excitement. That's how that one works. That's how that one works. X-Wiz, should I get an OnlyFans? Exclusive content, and it's just like regular 2 videos that I don't put on YouTube. All right. Zap, my guy. Dude, work? There's no time for work on Wednesdays. What is it, Wednesday today? No time for work. Not on Blitz month, but every month is Blitz month. So basically, quit your jobs, get some popcorn, watch some Blitz for the rest of your life. How much for your shirt? I think I should sell the shirt that I was wearing during Marco and Kian's game last month, the championship. I think that'd be reasonable. The shirt that is soaked with Ivor's sweat from the most stressful, exciting game he's ever seen. $40. Blitz at night. All right, so yeah, Gage fighting to stay in it here. Needs to put one on the board. It is best of 3. These ones go quick. These ones go quick. Naked Tanya mod. That's funny. You guys are funny, man. Cracking me up. So here's what we need to do on this map. We need to extend this map like 2 cells on the bottom. Like, see how the bottom's just a little too small? We just need to extend all of this like 2 cells on the bottom. Can I get an exclamation mark Berg? So Tamer's gonna push in here, gonna push into that sentry gun. Tamer with the fodder out in front. Tamer's playing some good clean blitz. You know, Tamer's kind of low key though. He's under the radar. Like today, everyone was like, everyone like first everyone's like, oh, Gage is OP, what a sandbagger, and then it's like, wait, Bo's crushing people, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, Morty's crushing people, and all of a sudden it's like, all of a sudden everyone's like, wait a second, Tamer's 4-1, and now he's in the championship and he's about to 2-0. Like, no one talked about Tamer at all. This kid's low key, man. He's coming for D2, I think. Thanks, guys. Yeah, Berg, buddy. Buddy. Yeah, Tamer's the man. Tamer's coming. Tamer's low key. He's not a flashy guy. He's not in your face, you know? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, as I say that, and here comes Gage with the counter punch. Not enough to get through, I don't think. I think Tamer got good value out of that, but Gage is up now on tanks. See if Gage can get anything out of this, though. Low key and OP. Yeah, I think that needs to be like the line. That's what the Big Betty says when you click it. Low key and OP. So Gage, yeah, Gage now up on the higher. He do not destroy this oil gauge. It will kill your tanks. Okay, ooh, pulls him back. Oh, okay. Buddy. Mean green, low key, and OP. I like that. Weird game here. Yeah, I thought Tamer was getting a lot of value out of those early pushes, but Gage is certainly still in this now. Both players' economies caught up. 3 war factories. Gage behind on fodder. Gage is not building out of his barracks, so Gage now on 4K should be pumping his barracks as well. Tamer's low power for the moment, but does get some desolators out now. So we mixing things up as the desolators come on the field for Tamer. Gage brings out his 4th war factory now. A Marco unit that's a goat, and then once you build it, it just runs around and shoots nukes out of its head, and you can't control it though. So like maybe it destroys you, maybe it destroys the opponent, and then like the meta is like, it's like, well, Snark, it looks like he's really down on chips right now. Should he be pulling out the goat? And then he's like, he builds the goat, and then the goat, Marco's unit, just destroys his entire base. It's like, well, he did what he had to do here. Could have gone either way. I like that. Gage is pushing in, and Tamer could just be blasted. Tamer needs to be using these desos. Tamer now on Battle Lab tech. So Gage, what movie's that from where it's like he can only go right? Is it Zoolander, right? Or he can only turn right when he's on the runway? Gage can only go top. Gage can only attack from the top side. Look at this. Look at this Battle Lab chilling. This is what the Battle Lab's like. No one look at me. No one look at me. Gage only attacks from the top side. He can only go top side. Picks up some elites here. Wow, banger, man. Banger. Gage keeping the pressure on. Gage now on 5 war factories and an economy for it. So Tamer, so a bit difference in philosophy here as we see Tamer switching over to tech. Gage is going to get a Rhino advantage here. We'll see if Tamer can get more value out of his Iron Curtain. A naval yard out now, so so a dreadnought could start picking off these war factories on the bottom side. Yep. Oh, but yeah, now these desos, the bunkers, the sentry guns. Gage is attacking right from where Tamer wants him to attack from, and now this dreadnought's going to go to work on these war factories bottom side. But Gage, the push is coming. Oh, but these desos not. God, I just keep misjudging the situation. Why is that deso not deployed? Gonna try to hit the MCV. He does get the MCV. Both players trading MCVs now. Oh my God, so both players lose their MCVs. And Tamer could have switched over to drones a little earlier. He certainly could have been deploying his desos. You definitely want to deploy desos. Write that one down. Now drones out for Tamer. So Tamer holds the position, but Tamer's way behind now. Wow, I thought Tamer had that one. Gage just kept smashing his head. It's like, I feel like Gage was just smashing his head into a concrete wall. And I was like, dude, why don't you try to walk around the wall or use a ladder? And he's like, no, I'm just gonna keep smashing my head into it. And then his ears start bleeding. And I'm like, dude, and then all of a sudden the concrete wall breaks. And then Gage goes through and I'm like, okay, never mind. there are multiple ways to get through a concrete wall, and smashing your head in them till your ears bleed is one of them. So Gage picks up a point. We are going to match point now. No timer, boys. No timer. Barn burner. That's absolutely right, guys. All right, all right. We got ourselves a barn burner, huh? Match point championship after 2.5 hours here in the D5 tournament. Finally boils all down to this, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate you guys all hanging out through the ride. Appreciate the support. Hopefully these guys can finish things off strong. We have turned the timer off here as it is match point, so no timer. If it goes 2 hours, it goes 2 hours. All right, so Tamer pumping some early conscripts. I like that. Going to bring some early bunkers probably. Gage obviously, you know, likes to bring those early rhinos in. So bunkers out now from Tamer. I think Tamer could have built that bunker a little further out. He gets a kind of a confined base. I think is working against him just a little bit, but we'll see. So far, pretty even. I think Tamer seems to be getting ahead a little bit early game. I think that last point he probably. I don't know. I missed the read. You guys know how it goes at the 2.5 hour mark. My ideas get a little slower. My thoughts get a little less helpful and intelligent. It's the way she goes. The way she goes. Fodder and tanks. Gage with a rhino advantage right now, so Tamer going to have to play off his sentry guns. Does need to get back behind defensive structures. All right, so let's see if Gage is finally dialed in this build. So he's on his third. So both players on 3 war factories. Now, what does Gage build right now? So both players in the exact same position right now. So now we see Gage goes oil, and Tamer's bringing a 4th war factory. So the problem is Tamer's building a lot more defensive structures, putting him behind. What is Tamer building right now? Okay, an oil. So yeah, it was very similar. So basically very similar builds, but Tamer's falling behind here because of his defensive structures, which he may have needed. It's hard to say. I mean, against a player like Gage, you definitely want to have him, but yeah, it's hard. Rhino for Rhino, Sov for Sov in a very mirrored, even matchup like this. It is unfortunate. Tamer going to push in here. Very, very questionable push. I don't think he had the tanks to push, and with the defensive advantage for Gage, I think he's way behind, and that was correct. And now Gage has the keys to the kingdom here, storming down the gates. Nothing left for Tamer to do. Gage does take that one home. Bit of a miscalculation there from Tamer. I think he knew he was broke, and I mean, I don't think he probably loved his odds, but he knew he was broke, and he tried to push, wasn't able to make it happen. Gage takes it home after one of the weirder days that we've ever had of Blitz, but definitely entertaining. Can't say it wasn't entertaining. Hats off to all the players for coming out here. All the players, all the fans, all the sponsors. Appreciate it, appreciate it, appreciate it. Yeah, it was a fun one today. A lot of good games.